Welcome to Dir's Codes. Let's get into it. So today we're building a 2-hour microSaaS with Next.js, Supabase, CloudCode, Cursor, and Warp. And some prerequisites that you're going to need are Node.js installed on your Mac or Windows. And I'll provide a resource for that. The microSaaS we're going to build, we're just going to determine one. So if we go into ChatGPT and we say, based on my history with you, can you give me a microSaaS that I can build in 2 hours with AI that would be interesting to me? All right, it's going to give us a response here. Pitch polish, turn your rough idea into pitch ready business. Already done that. Pick a different one, give me 3 options. Just the tagline for now. Name snap, copy triple. You enter a product name and an audience type. AI generates 3 Facebook ad headlines, 3 Google ad descriptions. That's not that interesting. Give me 3 options for what to build next. Idea menu, user inputs a fitness app, indigenous business. AI generates 3 microSaaS product ideas. No. That's a little too micro, make it a little more complicated. Idea roadmap, from idea to MVP in 3 clear paths. User enters problem or product concept. AI generates 3 distinct development roadmaps. No. I don't like any of these. I wanted to have integrations into other apps, not so much something that ChatGPT could just do on its own. Unify your market data, give me 3 options. Campaign combiner, connect Google Ads, Facebook Ads, and Google Analytics. Pull real performance data for, let's say, Google Search Console. How about Google Search Console integration? Search Console Genie, give me 3 options, go on my search graphic based on actual data. We're going to do that one. So we want to build this with Next.js, Supabase, any AIs that can help, the OpenAI API. Doesn't need Drizzle ORM. We're going to be using Supabase, and Next.js is fine. Google OAuth is fine. Looks good to me. Okay, it's going to thunk. So far, the project is called Google Search Console or Search Console Genie. I'm going to call it something else. Call it Search Console Profit. Inshallah. Search Console Profit. Connect to Google Search Console. Here's some instructions. Architecture quick view. Okay, it's building out things like that. Okay, so we actually just need to stop this. We need, give me a prompt to add to Claude Code to start a requirements gathering. And then we're going to go into our projects here, projects folder. So if you have Node installed, you press Node, you'll see which version. You can install Node just by searching for NVM is the best way on Mac, and then running this curl command, and then you can run nvm install the latest version and nvm use that version, and that's the best way to go about it. So right now I have a version installed, so I'm going to go nvm use 22, grabs the latest 22, and then I'm going to go npx create next app latest, and we're going to say yes, and we're going to call this search console profit. Yes, that's going to run. We're going to check okay. Okay, we're going to take that prompt and we're going to say Claude or CD into search console profit. I'm going to say Claude proceed. Now we're going to say at Kiro. Oh, we need to add an agent in here, so we're going to go cursor dot And I'm going to go into one of my other projects. I'm going to pause here because there'll be some environment variables. But first I'm just going to grab this .claude folder which has agents in it. And we're going to put it in here. And then I'm going to copy. Alright, so now we got our project with our .claude, which has got agents. We got our Curo requirements agent we're going to start with, which is a prompt that will run us through requirements gathering, create some stories, and help build the design and plan and then the execution. This is something that really helps speed up development. So we're going to go in here and exit out, open Claude again because the agents are there now. We're going to go at Curo requirements and we're going to paste in this ChatGPT prompt. I'm going to paste that in. We're going to hit, not Curo plan, but Curo requirements. Enter. So now it's going to start making our requirements. Alright, so stage 1, user persona and use cases. Because we use the ChatGPT first, I get a little different replies than I usually do, but we can figure this out. So who are your main users? Let's ask ChatGPT, who would be our main users? I think we're focusing on solopreneurs. So we're going to say 1 is going to be solopreneurs. 2, what's their current pain with Google Search Console? Lack of automated insights. 3, what specific outcomes do they want? Keyword opportunity identification. 4, user would visit SCG. And so currently, let's see here. So if we go to, it's actually a good question it's asking. So if we go to Google Search Console, start now, and we go to this one, we'll just go to agency7.ca. So right now we get recommendations, indexing, performance. I think what we should do is ask for, let's speed up this process just because I'm trying to show the tech. We're going to ask this question back to ChatGPT. So we're going to say for this. So we're going to give it all this information because it looks, actually, let's just give it 3 option output, 1 click action. Let's just give it this for that. Technical comfort level, they can add API keys and OAuth flows are fine. Bismillah. We'll let that run. Alright, so now it's asking us to define the MVP. MVP questions. 1. Is 28 days the fixed time frame or should users select date ranges? Let's say ranges. Should we compare periods this month versus last month? Yes. Any need for historical trend tracking beyond 28 days? Not right now. 2. Optimization titles / metas, ranking improvements, content tips, content gaps, new page suggestions. We're going to start with content gaps. 3. We'll just do Google Sheets for now for the MVP. Simple suggestion, content outlines with headers and talking points. 5. Multiple properties for sure. Okay, so this will give us good requirements. And the reason you do this is so that you really know what you're building. And when you get to the planning
All set and ready
designing
for
and
what's
planning
next.
phase. It just makes things so much easier. Let's get specific about technical integrations. 1. Need sites.list. So search analytics.query for performance data to verify that. Search analytics.query requires authorization, site URL. So we're going to say yes. Well, that's possible, I guess. 2. Yes. Just our processed insights. Yes. 3. Yes. 4. Make it up. Oh, doesn't need to say 3 and 4. Then we're on 3. We want to use 3.5 turbo. Actually, yeah, let's just use GPT-5 because it's the best and greatest right now. So let's get the model name, GPT-5 API model name. Let's see here. So where's the names? Below GPT-5 copy. And then we're going to say batch. And then we're going to say store. We want to store the outputs. And any prompt templates you've tested. There are good ones. Let's go to income stream surfers. That's workflows, all prompts. Content starts here. Want to write content that ranks on Google. SOP. Universal prompt. Okay. We'll just use this for now. And then we'll try that prompt template. And then Google Sheets API, create new sheets or append to existing. The sheet is for the content, so we're going to say append. And then no new tabs. And then 5 expected queries per use per month. Unknown, just testing. Per user, we're going to say $20 per user, budget, and then Bismillah. It's going to start wibbling, and data flow. Let's map the complete data journey. User sign in with Google Store, refresh token in Supabase. 1, yes. Select GSC property. Yes. Yes. Where in Supabase? 2. Manual triggering or automatic. Daily, weekly fetch. I'm going to say manual for now. And Q, system for batch processing. Later. Ask for retry. 3. Filter criteria for content gap detection. Yes. Minimum impressions threshold. I'm going to say 20 impressions. How to handle duplicate similar queries. Filter. 4. Real-time display while processing or waiting for complete batch. I'm going to say animation. Email notifications when analysis ready. Yes. How long to cache results before reanalysis? You decide. 5. User clicks export, direct API call or export. Track which insights were exported. Yes. Prevent duplicate exports. Yes. Manual. Yes. Manual. So I'm just answering its questions. It seems tedious, but this is really going to set us up for a big push to build this whole system. User interface.
All set and ready for what's next.
Now let's define the screen of user interactions. 1. Main dashboard layout. Single page app or multi-page. Cards layout for 3 insight tabs. I'm going to say tabs. No, let's say cards. Types or tabs? Cards. How to show multiple properties. Sidebar 2. Show properties results as they process. Yes. Progress bar with steps. Yes. And animation 3. Expandable cards for each content gap. Yes. Preview outline, inline, or modal. Modal. How to show priority / impact scores. You decide. Export in first. Select individual insights or bulk export. Individual. Both actually. Both. Preview before export. Yes. Success confirmation. Yes. Manage GSC properties. Yes. Google Sheets connection. Yes. Email preferences. Yes. And yes. Design question. Clean minimalist like Vercel or data-rich dashboard like Ahrefs. Vercel. So this was stage 5. I wonder what in our original prompt. 5. So 6 is security and privacy.
All set and ready for your next step.
And then MVP roadmap. Security and privacy. Let's ensure we handle user data properly. Just practice best practices for all. Because I don't really feel like answering all that right now. And then just MVP roadmap. Roadmap questions. Okay.
All set and ready for your next step.
Would you, 1. Auth and GCS connection first? Yes. Or build the UI with mock data first? No. Set up Supabase schema early? Yes. 2. What would give fastest user validation? Seeing data in app. Can we test AI prompts but before full integration? Yes. Manual process to test with real users? Yes. 3. Technical unknowns. Ever work with GCI API pagination? No. Batch processing with API? No. Oh. 3. I haven't done these. 4. Target launch date. ASAP. Beta users identified. Yes. How many properties to test with? 2. 5. Biggest risks. No worries. It's a tutorial. So we're going to see perfect feature content gaps. 1 perfect feature. So now it should technically make the technical
All set and ready for what's
specification
next.
document. Tech spec. So now it's going to take everything that we answered, turn it into a technical specification document, and then from there we can create a design document and then a plan, and then it'll start executing on that plan, and then we can just let it run, occasionally check in, give it permission, see if it's doing things right, and see if we can meet the 2-hour build. We're at about 30 minutes in the actual time because I'm pausing. So for it to actually run, maybe we're closer to 40. So this is a 2-hour we're aiming for. May take a little longer. However, we're going to get it working. So far our requirements document is getting built. Requirements doc. So let's check in on that. Okay, technical specification, which is the requirements doc. Well, I guess the tech spec is slightly different than requirements doc, but it's still useful. The thing I don't like is because we put that prompt in, it didn't fire off the Kiro agent. Yeah, let's create this. Let's just see. So normally, Kiro requirements is supposed to have these user stories. So let's try and
All
create.
set and ready for what's next.
Okay, it says it can just start building. Yes, technically, if we go to docs now, we have this. Okay, create users table, endpoints, quick wins. I guess we can let it do its thing. If we go to edit diagram here, here's the app. So we've got the user signs in, redirected to Google, shows consent, approves permissions, returns, exchange return, refresh token, returns to dashboard. Okay, there's that. Are there any other mermaid diagrams? Let's just see what this does. It wasn't my exact plan, was going to follow these agents better, but let's just have Claude implement it now. So we're going to say, can you implement the technical specification? Yeah, so the only thing is for Supabase, I wonder how it plans. Okay, so we'll set up a local Supabase, but sometimes it's faster to just have a live one going. So while that's going, let's go in and set up Supabase, dashboard, new project, and see, new project. See if I delete this one, oh whatever, I'll just pay for now and come back to it. So we're gonna call this search console profit. Okay, I'm gonna copy that. We're gonna go here, create new project, understand. I am going to do a secret here. Okay, the agent was calling me. So let's see here. Do you want to create the initial schema? Let's say, just read this. So we have a users table, properties table. Now this all looks good. We're gonna accept and don't ask again the session. Okay, so now we are gonna need all of these auths. So I'm gonna pause. One thing I want to tell it before it starts doing the Google Auth is I want to ask it, Shift Tab, are we using Supabase Google Auth? We should be, not Next.js, because I noticed that in the env.local. Okay, it's gonna fix something here.
Mohammed, your agent needs your input.
And we're gonna go to Google Cloud Console, and we're gonna create a new project. We're gonna call it Search Console Profit. Create. Let that create. Okay, I'll update the implementation. Okay. Yes, proceed. Now we're going to go to here, and we're going to go to API services. We're going to go to credentials, and we want
your agent needs your input.
Get started. Our app name is going to be search console dash profit, and external. Do that for now. Create OAuth client, application type, web application. Here we want the name to be Supabase, and then we're going to go into Supabase authentication, sign-in providers, Google, enable. We paste our client IDs and secrets in here. Copy this. I'm going to paste this in here. I'm going to add localhost. We're going to go, what's it missing here? Oh, delete that. Create. I've pasted in and enabled. Now we'll go back to Warp. So it's still going. Uninstall Next.auth. Go ahead, don't ask again. So we can start thinking about the components or styling we're going to want. So, well, we'll get there. We're also going to have to enable Google Sheets so that when they're logged in, they can access the API. So now that that's enabled, we can go to credentials. We can create an API key. It'll pop up and you pass that into your .env.local file. Okay, let's check in with the coding. So it's going to have a date range picker. That's something we could look into finding a nicer one. So if we go to 21st.dev and do a search for, why is search not working? Oh, just being slow. Date pickers. So there's quite a few. Let's just pull up. This is date range picker. It's kind of what we want. Date range picker. Let's see this one.
All set and ready for what's next.
That's kind of cool. I don't mind that one. What about this one? That one's better. So we're going to open that component. We're going to go to see what's happening. Yeah, we did that. Did all that. Okay, I don't think it's actually done, but it's done some parts. Let's see. Oh, first of all, it's having some troubles, but I had it in the other tab. Supabase key is required. I have all that. 1 second. It's there, but let's do some debugging with GPT-5. It's a pretty good debugger. We're going to say the .env.local contains this already. Hopefully it doesn't show my keys. It shouldn't. Okay, we'll let that think. This has got 3 issues actually. If we look at them, Supabase key is required. Oh, it's just the same issue. Okay, it's doing its thing. I'm gonna ask Claude, where's it running? Okay, I'm gonna ask it what's next. Okay, so it looks like it fixed that. Sign in with Google. I'm gonna go, oh actually, that's not gonna work. We are gonna have to go into Google Search Console. And we are going to have to go to auth consent, clients, and we want to, no, data access maybe, no, add and remove scopes, overview. We just need to add my user as a test user under audience. So now if we go back to the app, I think this will work. Continue. So it's asking for Google Sheets permissions. That's great. Okay. No properties found. We haven't connected to Google Search Console yet. Settings. No settings yet. That's fine. So we need to go here. Oh, it's already starting. Already exists. Let's get the API routes. Okay, so this claims that it's done, but I don't believe it because it couldn't find the properties before. No properties found. Analysis. Page not found. Settings. Select property. Manage properties. So, I'm going to say there are no properties found. Think hard and make a plan first. Okay, it has a plan for us. We're going to try it. One thing it's going to do is add a properties page that was missing. I think I also had to do this, enable this, because I don't think the API had the access at first, and I may have to re-log in. So we'll see. If I go to the app, and it's still doing stuff here, but while it's doing that, I'm going to, is there a log out, sign in with Google, this guy, continue, failed to load properties. Let's see here. Oh, it's still going here. Oh, we gotta have the GCS access flow. So that totally could be why. Which makes sense that it would need that. Should be coming up pretty soon. Okay, we've got the button now. Connect Google Search Console. Okay. See error details.
All set and ready for your next step.
Okay, we'll get... Alright, so it tried to log in with a different user than what I'm logged in with Google Search Console. It says I, so it might get confused, but it's supposed to be it. It says it's going to fix the issue, so we'll see. The other thing I wanted to see was the date range. So it's like that and like that. Let's see if we can replace it with, we'll first install the component and we'll go, actually let's just leave it for now because it looks good enough. Let's see what it's saying. Scopes, auth provider, redirect URL is configured. Redirect to, oh, it's because it yeah, it could be because we're using Supabase. Alright, so it wants us to test, wants us to clear our cookies, clear site data, sign in with Google. Let's use this one because that's where the properties exist. Okay, click this guy. See, why does it try and go here? So what I'm going to do is try and log out, sign in, go with this one, continue, connect, still the same thing, error details. So, okay, setup file.md, let's look for that, under docs maybe, no, where's setup, there it is. Okay, run database migration, Cloud Console, Search Console Sheets. Yep, just. So the only thing I could see is maybe it needs, no. So we've given it the redirect URL already in our backend service credentials, Supabase, we got localhost. I'm just going to say, oh, it doesn't let me capture that. I'm going to say, is this correct? I don't have this set up, but I thought we weren't using Next.js. We'll come back to that. Okay, it's saying we need all of these, so we need this as a callback, so need that, and we need this, and we need to save. Now we can try again, connect, maybe we have to, sometimes it does take time. Let's try this, sign in, try this one, missing parameter. I think we actually have to add the redirect URLs here. So if we go back here and we add this guy and we add this guy, save, and now we go sign out, sign in, select this, connect, invalid request. Then what about if we sign out, sign in with this one, connect, same thing, eh? So right now it's trying to go outside of Supabase Auth for, it's creating a test auth page. This should just, I want it to do it for the Google Search Console Connect, but the test auth is okay for now. Okay, so it's saying client ID and client secret are not set. That's interesting. Oh, that's correct actually. That's my mistake. So I'm gonna grab that. Okay, we have a different error now. We can add this. So part of the problem, we're gonna use Supabase Auth, Google Supabase use authenticated. Doesn't work for Google Search Console. The print separate is unnecessarily complex. Create a simpler single waffle that handles everything. So how's it going to do that? I mean, I guess this is an experiment, so I'm not too worried about it. It's creating its own auth provider. We still use Supabase for database, not for authentication. It's not actually a common pattern. Okay, we'll go to our simple login, sign in. This app request is invalid. Error details. Okay, we just need to register this in our client. Save, back, sign in, Anders, continue, okay, callback failed. Let's see, what if we just go to /dashboard, it logs in, but we get this. So we're getting pretty close. If we can get the Search Console data, then we can start analyzing it. Then we have our microSaaS pretty much done in about an hour and 20, I think. So it's not too bad. Okay, I'm going to do an mver. Okay, that's been done. Oh, it's compacting. That's too bad. Okay, well this time it's signed in, but it doesn't like the properties. Continue. Yeah, it doesn't find any properties, but it does log in. Error, storage failed, properties storage failed. Control C, no, escape. It's logging in now, but I get this after connecting Search Console even. I could probably give it better logs than that. Let's see. Where is it running, by the way? Here. Actually, there's not much better log in here anyways. No, it's just doing some fixes. It noticed it needs to await the cookies. Okay, so we made some further progress, but now we're getting this error. I think because it hasn't run the database migrations yet. If that's the case, I'm just going to do this more manual. So I'm going to say Supabase link dash project ref. I'm going to grab that ref. Alright, so I just had to run Supabase init link project ID from the URL, and now I'm going to run Supabase db push. It's going to push up the initial schema. Okay, so now we should be able to sign in with Google, and it creates the user in the users table, and then connect Google Search Console. Make sure you have access to Google Search Console and verified properties. This give me an error right away. Here's what we try and do. Application, storage, clear site data, connect, refresh, sign in with Google here, and then we're going to go to manage properties, connect, so unauthorized, failed to get. I'm going to save our commit so far, so because we've done quite a bit. Right, commit. Okay, so get rid of that. The taskbar, come on. Let's see here. So now it's saying, let's go to the network tab, connect, error unauthorized, headers, error unauthorized for. So we're gonna say it's getting error unauthorized. And let's see what's happening in here. It's a 401 after successful login and clicking connect to GSC. What's running? Oh, interesting. Okay, it had some Supabase auth stuff in the dashboard properties page. It's removing that. Just use the custom GWT session. It's creating a custom hook. So all this is good. It's wanting to create another test page to debug. I don't really think that's necessary, but connect. Failed to connect. How do I know I have access? Like,
All set and ready for your next step.
simple login or test session. When your test session. No, I don't want 3001. Why it keeps trying to run that? So slash test session login with Google and continue slash test session. Okay, connect GCS, continue, no prop found, sync properties now. Interesting. So network tab, failed to sync properties. Okay, we gave it some new logs that were in there around the properties sync time. Looks like there's still some Supabase auth happening that we don't need. I'm guessing that's what it's going to say. Yeah, it's still trying to Supabase auth instead of our JWT session. Let me fix that. I wonder what it's calling. So sync route, eh? If we go to P route, where's our sync? Or this one, the initial one. Okay, good. That's not being used anymore. OAuth 2 client, webmasters. I think that's the scope for Google Search Console. Okay, that's good. And then the properties is going to be route sync. This is just checking users. This is checking, new Search Console API access. Instructor. Access token Google.
All set and ready for your next step.
Okay, so it's using an API. Oh, here we go. Nice. So now we've got our properties from Google Search Console coming in. That's pretty awesome. Sync properties. Look at that. Then we go to our dashboard and let's pick a range. So from July 14th to August 11th, start analysis. Okay, so this is where we need to actually see what's going on here. So, okay, it's still got some get user stuff. I think, let's just see, network, create, failed to create analysis. Yeah, so it's this one, dashboard analysis, new. And let's go and write our commit. So for this one, it's in here. Say add and write commit. We'll just get that add dot going. Okay. And then we're going to say we get this error when we try to run an analysis. Okay. We got our write commit. While we're at it, let's set up the repo on GitHub under here. Yes. So now we're backed up to GitHub. Okay. It's just saying that the same issue. Still using Supabase auth, so it's fixing that. So essentially we went from it not being able to work with GSC, Google Search Console, with Supabase auth. So it wrote a simple auth for thing that includes G Sheets, GSC, and just regular auth. Okay, so it's doing its thing. It's making quite a few changes, which is good. The more changes it makes for this, it catches all the areas where that's broken. Looks like it's finished. We're about probably an hour 40 into this, not including the clock that this is going to be at, but
All set and ready for your next step.
it's saying to be login, connect Google, sync properties, run an analysis, finding content gaps. Whoa! 43 impressions, export to Google Sheets, failed to export, that's okay, but at least we got some data here. I mean, this is the same thing we see in Google Sheets, but we can start playing with this data with AI. This is really cool. This is very cool. Okay, we're going to try and get this export to work. So if we go in, first of all, let's do our commit. So, and then we're going to go commit. And then from here, we're going to say we got this error. When clicking on export to sheets, we got this. Okay. And see what error we got in terminal. Okay, so we can't parse the range. Okay, so it looks like it's just the minor error. Think hard and make a plan first. Okay, it claims it has fixed the export issue. Export to Google Sheets. Failed to export, please try again. Let's see what the issue is now. Awaits sheets.spreadsheet, no grid with ID 0. Okay. We never selected a sheet, so that could be possibly why. Let's give it this. Think hard and make a plan first. So I'll test if I fix something. Can I hear myself now? Interesting. Oh, I guess it depends on where WhisperFlow is taking its audio from. Select microphone, Scarlett. Yeah, I guess that's fine. It says this is going to work. We shall see. Export to Google Sheets. Still an error. I'm going to tell it that we don't have a sheet ID. We don't have a sheet ID selected. Think hard and make a plan first. So that could easily be the problem. So I am going to include all the main prompts and the agents that I've used. However, I didn't really use the executor agent. I ended up just mainly using this prompt with QR requirements, which was the ChatGPT one, this prompt, which ended up being quite useful. So I'll include that. So now it's saying the problem was that when creating a new sheet, we're assuming the first sheet was always ID 0, but Google Sheets API doesn't guarantee this. Change to create it simpler, especially without specifying sheets array. Let's go export to Google Sheets. Let's go and look at it. Okay, so it created, exported. So now if we go to sheets.google, and we go under this account, SG export. Oh, it's been doing quite a few actually. If we go to this one, so here's our information. We don't have title, meta description, or outline yet, which is what we want it to generate for content. However, we're very close here. Let's just say, let's add dot and write commit. I'm going to say, so far it does not add the metadata, the title, the content. I thought we were using OpenAI to generate that. We'll paste in what we've got. Oh, it didn't copy, paste. And then we're going to say get add dot, and write. We'll just get that add dot in there. Just gonna do get status first. Add dot. Okay, we're good. Alright, we're gonna go think hard and make a plan first. Bar to make a plan first. Think hard. Yeah, so far if we go to our TL draw, we've used the requirements doc to build out Search Console Profit. We're using all these tools, plus we're also using OpenAI, which is what we're trying to get working right now. GPT-5. And is there anything else in this diagram we really need to know? Of course there's flows and stuff, but that was the 2-hour micro SAAS. Let's see if we can get this content outline going. Because before, what was it doing? It was using GPT-4 Turbo Preview. So OpenAI GPT Turbo Preview. It's weird because I gave it the exact model, but didn't use it for GPT-5. We can always change that, but okay, it's just don't check 3001, please. Don't check 3001. Check 3000. I put too many zeros, but yeah. So the only thing I was gonna do for a little polish was this range picker, and then August 14th. Yeah, we don't need it. Debug why OpenAI content generation is not working. So no AI outlines are being generated. It's going to check if the OpenAI API key is generated. I'm going to see if I'm spelling that correctly in the env. We definitely are. So, what's it saying now? Success, false. It's going to restart the server. Interesting. So, yeah, I know the port is in use. No, do not. I'll stop and start the server. Now test on 3000. Very interesting, very interesting. So what's it doing here? It's got a test dash OpenAI route that it created. So if we go to that test dash OpenAI route, it's running a get with content. So it's doing a test generate outline. Okay.
Your agent needs your input.
It sells cache. Well, let me go into here, delete that, and then we're gonna sure you can kill the process, which will kill this. It did. It should start npm again. Down to manage. Bash running. Gonna test. False. Yeah, so what is it doing wrong? OpenAI client, OpenAI API key. What's wrong with the client? Organization ID is optional. New OpenAI.
Also,
I'm not sure what this means. What happened? Didn't really give us an answer there. It's got an organization ID mismatch. Let's see. Are we anywhere in here asking for organization? Process data env. Post tool, pre-tool. No, I don't think so. Let's see here. Okay, it wants me to comment out my organization ID. I will do that. Thought it did match, but so we got bash running, so if we press up or down, enter, running, K to kill shell, killed. So now, because I don't like running shell in CloudCode. It's just not nearly as easy to see things and manage. However, sometimes it just does it. Refresh. analyzing your data. It should all be cached. And then I guess we should do its test first. So escape. So the test it was doing was up here. So we could try and just run the test it was running. It's looking a little more hopeful because it's not responding right away. And it's saying testing OpenAI with Gap. It says it's generating an outline for keyword affordable web design services. It says true, success. Okay, so now if that's correct, if we go here, it should do a batch for all of these. Created spreadsheet, post export spreadsheets. I guess the question is, does it not create the content thing back? Or no. Here, refresh. July 17th. Oh, wrong count. Here's 728. No content. Maybe generate outline is happening somewhere else in the app. Dashboard. Start analysis, new analysis, sync properties, export history. Let's ask it. Where does the generate outline happen? Should it not happen on the export? Or how does that content get generated? So the export spreadsheet will have it. Currently it does not. It just exports the data. Think hard and make a plan first. Okay, it's going to do that. We're coming up to about 2 hours, so I'm going to call it pretty soon. Okay, so it's saying currently the AI outline generation happens during analysis creation. Rerun analysis. Okay, maybe we can escape here. Oh, it hurt my server. That hurts. Okay, I'm going to go start analysis. Start analysis. So this time it should do it. It's going to take a little longer. Content gaps found. Good. See, now it takes a little longer. Finds the content gaps. Then it's generating outline. It successfully generated one. So it should technically do another. Then if we go into Supabase.com, go to dashboard, go here, we go to search console profit, table editor, content gaps. Okay, so here's some content gaps with no AI title or outline. Analysis. Oh, it says it's still processing. Oh, it looks like it's running into an error. Param should be awaited. Yeah, too bad. Error. Okay, so I think it's gonna have failed. It failed, but it passed, but it didn't generate the right data, because if we go into the content gaps, you can see here. Oh, here's some actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now, is there any other data missing from it? It doesn't have exported at. That's because we haven't exported it. Competing pages. Okay, so let's try and export to Google Sheets. Exported. Check our account. Open this one. Nice. So if we format, convert to table, format wrapping, wrap. Look at this outline, key takeaways, content structure, meta description, title. Yeah, so that's stuff you can use for content. That's great. I mean, we need to optimize and actually find the right keywords. Right now it's finding pretty low opportunity scores. Just grabbing the first 5, so there you go. microSaaS in approximately 2 hours 15 total time. on the clock. It'll be shorter in the video, but that was Search Console Profit, we're going to call it. Who knows, maybe I'll build this out, or if you want more walkthrough on enhancing this, making it look better, bringing in new features, so on, let me know. Otherwise, if you have a topic that you want me to work on, let me know too. Assalamu alaikum to all my brothers and sisters, and peace to all that are watching.